Hi, Eli Weber, Kabbalah Guru. Welcome back to my channel. These are indeed interesting times. I think there's an old Chinese curse, right? May you live in interesting times. But I don't see it that way. I think this is really exciting. It's really great to be part of this adventure, as however many twists and turns there are. And there's going to be some things that are not going to be pleasant. I'm going to speak about that later in the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Take my Kabbalah course below. It'll help introduce you to the language of consciousness, and it'll help you during my live meetings so we can use certain vocabulary that will, represent things so we don't have to explain everything each time. Please donate to the channel if you can. I don't know who's going to go down first, me or the banks. I think it's a pretty good, it's like an even bet. I'm hearing the banks are switching over to gold currency and silver, and if they don't, they're going to be gone. There's going to be a lot of change, monumental change coming. You can see it in today's Torah Parsha, and I'm going to go all through that. The Torah really tells you what's going on in the times. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I need another like 400 subscribers so I can monetize this channel. I have an old channel, but I can't use it anymore. I mean, there's a lot of game playing right now. The Kabbalah is doing its death dance, and we are rising up into this era of the Great Awakening, the era of Mashiach, of Messiah. Everything is good. So please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, like I said, and let's rock. This week's Parsha, we're dealing with the last 3 of the 10 plagues against Egypt, against Pharaoh and the Egyptians. This is the same enemy we're facing now. There's no difference. I have friends who are still waking up, and they look at me like, Ellie, really? You believe this? I mean, it's hard for people to understand. You have to understand that the Kabbalah has been doing this. The Kabbalah has actual technology in place to keep us, you can see it. You can see it on the web. They use a lot of tricks against us. I'm battling with my job. I was let go without pay. You can figure out why. And so now they sent me a thing that said if I don't get recertified for my professional development credits or something. I mean, they just come up with this thing. And this is, to me, this is really the Kabbalah at its best. I mean, the Kabbalah loves to hit you with these little rules. They love to make you wait in line. They love to make you fill out some form that makes no sense, but it's like, this is all part of the process. So I'm trying to explain to people around me. They're saying, Ellie, just fill out the form. Just go take the course, whatever it is. I'm like, you know what? At this point, I know so much about the Kabbalah. I'm just like, I ain't doing it. It's over, man. I mean, I'm not a sheep anymore. I can't envision. I can't understand. I can't surrender to the madness of this Kabbalah. Now, this Kabbalah has been in place for thousands of years, and we have a very, very good record of it in Torah. This is the same people as were in Egypt. If you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see the same kinds of faces, the same kind of conspiracy. Everything is really the same. But now the difference is that and I want to just stay with today's Torah portion. Today's Torah portion, we're coming into the end of the plague of darkness. Now, the plague of darkness is a very interesting plague, and I've spoken about it a bit in my class. Please come to my 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time AM class. Every morning we do a class on Torah and Tanya, and I can go into more detail of what's going on. But in today's Parsha, Moses, with God, actually goes to confront Pharaoh in the seat of his power. And this is, Moses didn't want to go in there. God told him, I'm coming with you. Don't worry. We're going to come to Pharaoh. Come with me. We're going to go and face him in the seat of his power. And this is really what's going on right now. Humanity is waking up. That's why we're seeing protests all over the world. We're seeing people waking up en masse. There are still a lot of people that are sleeping. There are sheep that just follow along. They've been trained since birth. I mean, you can't really hate them. You can't really feel, you can't feel angry at them because they've been trained since birth. And the people who are really successful in this environment don't have a clue how to function in the new environment. But at the same time, we're coming to the end of the age of the plague of darkness. We're going to be going into the last plague, which is the plague of the firstborn. And let me just mention that 4/5 of the Jewish people stayed and chose not to leave Egypt during the plague of darkness. But that, the Rebbe says, that's not going to happen this time. Everyone is going to go free, and that means Noachide. That means, people who are not religious Jews. It means everyone. Everyone is going to be leaving Mitzrayim, leaving the narrow place, leaving the place of constriction, leaving the place where they treat you like you're a sheep. This is over. And in this week's Parsha, we get to the last plague, which is the plague of the firstborn. And this is the most powerful plague. And after this plague, Pharaoh will say, okay, guys, go. That's it. I can't deal with you anymore. He does come back after us. And that's, we're going to go through that next week. And there's a lot more to go. And we have to the next big mission is to receive the Torah. But if you're on this channel, you've already received the Torah. And we're going to be safe, and we're going to be happy, and we're going to march forth together into this incredible new age. There are going to be casualties. This is a war, a very serious war. And there will be casualties. It's not going to be guns, and God forbid, it's an information war, but you can figure out what I'm saying here. There are going to be casualties, and it's going to be tragedy. It's going to be tragic. And just like a cry arose throughout Mitzrayim when the firstborn were removed, so too in our world, when we see what this incredibly evil cabal has done to the people, there will be a great cry on the planet. But at the same time as this cry will ring out, we will also be marching forth into freedom for the first time ever in our history. We will be leaving the cabal. I think they're putting out a movie called 355, which if you flip it upside down, it's 322, which is one of their symbols. I mean, they use symbols, they use numbers. This is a monumentally corrupt and disgusting and evil Pharaoh, and we're going to crush them in the seat of their power. They are being crushed. They've never come up with people awake before. Nothing can stop what's coming because we are awake now. So if you're on this channel, man, you're definitely awake. It's not easy to find my channel. I'm going to send out another invite to all the people from my old channel. I had 8,000 people. I'm going to send out another directed. Please come and subscribe to this channel. So you know where to come for the live meetings and everything else. But we are coming into this new age. So on Thursday at 5 o'clock, which is 1700 military time, the president will be speaking, and I believe this is the beginning, and this is the same day. This is in the Hebrew calendar. Will be on 11-4. I believe it's 4, right? Let me just check. 11-4 is the 6th. The 6th of January is 11-4, meaning it's the 11th month of the year, counting in a certain way. Shvat, this is the month of Aquarius, is the 11th month, and it's the 4th day, so that's 11.4. So if you want to look at your Law of War manual, medbeds are coming. The quantum financial system is I heard is in place. We will have a gold-backed, silver-backed currency soon. Everything is going to be set to rights. But at the same time, we are running away from this horrific evil. Today, we face Pharaoh in the seat of his power, and Pharaoh says to Moses, "You'll never see me again." And Moses says, "You're damn right, you'll never see me again." So that's where we're heading, man. These bad boys are going down. I mean, I see what's going on in New York. We thought with a new politician, everything would be kumbaya, But this guy, I've heard from personal sources that know this man that he's an opportunist, and opportunists fall first to this cabal because they offer them fame and stardom and riches, and they all fall for it. And then they blackmail them, and they are never the same. I mean, you can see what the last one did. These are not really, at this point, they're not really human beings. They've had the life sucked out of them. They commit acts against people that are horrific. They're part of the cabal. They've fallen into the morass. So these people are not really savable, but you are. You are the only one in the history of reality. Now you understand why you're so important. Each one of you is a beacon of light, and I'm giving you guys a blessing that every one of you should be a beacon of light, and that all who see you will wake up before it's too late. Okay, I mean, there will be med beds coming. There are going to be cures. I believe there are going to be cures to this plague. I mean, this coming from the cabal, this horrific thing that the cabal is doing to us. You know, it's worse than bricks without straw. This is but they're up to their same old tricks. This is, 322, this is 11. I mean, they use all these numbers against us, but their time is over. So, that's really it. Come to the live meetings. I can discuss more. We're going to talk about Tanya. We're going to talk about the dealing with Paro inside of us and outside of us. So do not be afraid. I mean, the main weapon they have is fear and confusion. Like, if I get into this thing of like, how am I gonna solve this problem at work? How am I going to prove to them that I've fulfilled my professional development requirements? I mean, I've been teaching for 20 years. Do I need professional development after 20 years? I still can't figure out how to teach their way. I just can't figure it out. I'm just not quite smart enough. I can figure out some things in life. I can get dressed every morning. I can keep a YouTube channel going. I can figure out how to invest, all these things, but teaching is just like, it's just too hard for a simpleton like me to figure out. But so I need these extra professional development requirements, and the people around me are like, Ellie, just do it. I'm like, you know what? Stopping at stop lines, all these things are conditioning. They've conditioned us in every facet of our life to be sheep, but we are not sheep, and we are leaving Mitzrayim. We are leaving the narrow place. We are leaving the place of constriction. You're the only one in the history of creation who can be you. You're completely unique. You are a human being. You have genetics that is unheard of anywhere else. You are like, you're a treasure, and you're a treasure. Do not blow it, man. Do not let them take you out. There will be cures, like I said, and everything is about to change. So just like we're running away from evil, we are running to embrace good. So there's a lot of good coming. There's a lot to look forward to. In next week's parsha, we actually receive no, not next week. Next week we leave Mitzrayim, and the week after we actually receive the Torah. So much good is coming. Do not lose despair. Try not to live in the fear space. If you find yourself, take a deep breath. Change what you're looking at. Stop looking at. I mean, the minutia of the political struggle is designed to drive you nuts. So don't even go there, man. Look at some Torah. Come to my channel. Everything is good. We're going to get through this, no problem. Okay. So God bless everyone in the kabbalahguru family. We'll see you at 11 o'clock. May the force be with you, and God bless.